This is Issues Today, a look at the challenges that face us all. Here's Bob Gourley.
Well, hello, it's great to have you with us. Welcome. Today, Fred Voccola updates us on the present and future of AI, plus two guests on tort reform, Tiger Joyce and Elizabeth Chambly-Birch. This is Issues Today.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Gourley Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Gourley helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Gourley is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Gourley Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I took the gas hose out of my car's tank. Ooh, not smart. And I drove off while still attached to pump number 3.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Well, is AI coming for you or your business? Well, apparently so. We're going to find out how soon and if you should be preparing for it. Fred Voccola is joining us. He is the author of The Coming Disruption about all of these things that are going to be taking place. Fred, it's good to have you with us today on the program.
Oh, glad to be here, Bob. Nice to join the program.
Yeah, this book, I think, is very timely because we're hearing just about every day now something to do with AI, right? We can't escape it, can we?
No, AI is, it's interesting. It's here to stay. And it's been around for a while in its building components, if that makes sense. You have machine learning and all this different stuff, but it wasn't until really the last 24 months, maybe I'd say 24 months, where it's become quote unquote mainstream. And when I say mainstream, AI is without a doubt the most powerful and the most rapid to disrupt technology humanity has ever had. And that's inclusive of technologies like the written word, the wheel, electricity. The way that AI has begun and will continue to change humanity is like nothing we've ever experienced, not only because of its power, but because of the speed in which this disruption is currently and will happen at.
And that's been kind of upsetting for people, is it not? Because I was just talking to somebody who was using their computer the other day and said, well, all of a sudden this AI stuff's coming on, whenever I try to do a document or anything, and it's scary to them. I think probably for older people too, isn't it, in some cases?
Yeah, and I think like any disruption or any new technology, again, whether it's a digital technology like the internet or a computer, or a physical technology such as coinage and currency. One of the things I talk about in the book I wrote is how one of the biggest disruptions in that technology has ever done and humanity's experienced is when humanity shifted from the barter system to the system of coinage or money, or using metal to exchange value. And it's always challenging for everyone because it's new. And as human beings, none of us like change. We are wired to not like change. And this is the most rapid and most powerful disruption we've ever seen. So people are concerned and people are uncomfortable.
Now, there have been some efforts by government to regulate and control. Is that going to be successful, or is it just going to be too big? I mean, I really wonder how you can control it.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways of answering that question when we talk about control and regulate. Mm-hmm. I will say this. So when people talk about AI as the most powerful tool or disruptor or technology in the history of humanity, the risk of not using it far outweighs the dangers that exist from using it. I'll give you an example. Imagine if the United States, our research and development for military technologies is restricted in our usage of AI and China's is not. Artificial intelligence makes the average worker, whether they're a software engineer, an electrician, a doctor, whatever their function is, anywhere from 100 to 200% more productive within a matter of weeks.
Wow.
So if the folks that are developing their weapons programs and their military technology are 200% more productive than ours, it's a matter of quarters, maybe years, until their military technology makes ours obsolete. The same can be true with businesses, business processes, everything. So I think that regulation is always important. There's always a place for it. But we as a society, particularly as Americans, need to be very careful that we don't take the European approach, which is to just kind of slow it down. We take an approach where we leverage its power in a thoughtful way. Otherwise, we won't be competitive. And I cannot emphasize enough, this is so important, Bob, the speed at which this power and this transformative capability takes place.
Yeah.
You're talking about a 100% to 200% output increase in a matter of weeks from those that are AI first to those that are not. So I do not believe we can afford to slow it down.
So if you have a business, you need to get into this immediately, or you're going to be behind your competitors, is what you're saying.
100%. I'll give a very easy to understand example. If you think about a law firm, if you're a lawyer, let's say you and I have two law firms, we both do litigation. We both have 20 lawyers and maybe 20 associates and 20 paralegals. If my firm is AI first and yours is not, I can do my work with 1/3 as many people. So what that means is I can charge 1/2 as much and still do more work than you are doing. I will win every single time. It is that powerful and that dominant. And this is coming from a guy who's run some of the largest privately held software companies in the world. Founded them, built them, run them, and I see it in engineering and R&D groups every day. Every aspect of an organization, marketing, sales, manufacturing, finance, accounting, every element. If they are not AI first, they are running 1/2 to 1/3 as productive as their competitors. And you and I both know that kind of gain, within a year, you're obsolete.
Well, yeah, and also I know one of the things you talk about is that those kind of office-type jobs are going to disappear, are they not? The kind of administrative type things? Very quickly, I think it sounds like.
Yeah, by the way, it's not just administrative. So I talk about this a lot in the book I wrote and in my life's experiences that I've seen so far. Here's what we're going to see. In the next 2 to 5 years, over the next 2 to 5 years, upwards of 60%, think about that number, of white-collar jobs of all types, high skill level and low skill level, will be permanently eliminated, permanently.
Well, some scary thoughts, Fred Voccola. Thanks for talking to us about this. Again, the book is called The Coming Disruption. You can go to thecomingdisruption.com for more information.